what happens? You get 4. No surprise there. Log of 10,000 is 4. That really says log base 10 of 10,000 is equal to 4. All right. The next section, you're to turn logarithmic equations back to exponential. So I'll do one of those. I like number 24. Because I need to explain it anyways, I guess. You guys are probably looking like, what the heck is that? Okay. All right. Okay. There are actually 2 log buttons on your calculator. One says log, the other says ln. Now this is a special log. ln is actually log base e. These are just synonymous things. They mean the same thing. And I don't know if you know e or not, but e is a number roughly equal to 2.718. 18, 17, 17. Somebody, yeah, check. I can't remember. The worst time to remember 18. Yeah, 7182. 7182 is good enough right there. Now, you may ask me where this number comes from, and I could probably take an entire course to really talk about this number. This number is actually a very special number. Notice for a base in an exponential equation, though, it's 2.7182, which meets the criteria of being bigger than 0 and not equal to 1. And it's not. This is an estimation for it. It's actually an irrational number, kind of like pi, where there's no end to it. The development of e we'll talk about more in subsequent classes, but it is called the natural exponential equation. It was developed, or has been credited as developed by a man named Leonard Euler, spelled this way. Many people will probably say Euler, but it's pronounced Euler because it's what? What language is that?
German. Austrian.
All the above.
French. Good guesses. In the French language, well, let's just see here. You can see where the E comes from now because his last name starts with an E, so they're giving him some recognition by calling this the letter E for Leonard Euler. At least that's the going belief. But then the real question arises here. If this is called the natural log, then why does it say ln instead of the natural log? Because he was French. And the French put their adjectives behind their nouns, just like the Spanish and a few other languages do. So I would not even begin to brutalize the language. But this is the word for logarithm in French, and this is the word for natural, which I think is pretty close to the English pronunciation. But I would not want to try, because the French are real funny about their language, aren't they? If you say it wrong, you really think you're... Anyways. So ln is actually stands for natural log. The reason I say that now, all that to do was to do this problem right here. So do you mind if I put this back in the term log base e of pi equals to a? Because the ln is the same thing as log base e. It's the natural log function. And the question said you take the logarithm equation and put it back into exponential form. That means that e raised to the a power is equal to pi. Of course, if I would have come up here without explaining that and said, oh, the answer is e to the a equals to pi, what would have been your first question? What's e? Right? Now, I don't see an e. Well, it's there. It's the natural log. It's log base e. That's what the ln stands for. And it's on your calculator. Okay. So there's 2 examples from the first 2 sections. I think you can handle those. We went through that a bunch. You can actually skip a lot of that. I'll put it up there. Hold on. I will specify. I don't want you doing 27 through 50. That's for sure. So omit,
Do we do 25 and 26?
omit 27 through, I guess would be 49, since it's odd. But can I do what?
25 and 26.
I think that you should play with it based on the assignment that we did before class, where you have to put the value for x and f of x. Try number 25 on your own. I will answer questions on Thursday when we get back together. Flip the page. Let's solve some equations here. I'll do number 54 as an example. No, that's not a good example. 56 is a good example. Number 56. Log base x of 1/5 equals to -1. Can you solve this equation? Well, in its present form, it's pretty hard to see. You can probably think about it, but if we change it back to an exponential form, it may make more sense. So again, back to that whole curvy motion thing, we're going to have x raised to the -1 is equal to 1/5. X raised to the -1 is equal to 1/5. Now, the trick here is to recognize that x to the -1 is 1/x, right? And if 1/x equals 1/5, then x is clearly equal to 5. It's a funny thing. 5 is still 5. Oh. You have an assignment. I'm going to stop here. I want to reiterate one more time that there is no class on Tuesday.
So are you saying like there's no class on Tuesday?
That's precisely what I'm saying. So when one of you invariably will show up on Tuesday,
Why isn't he here? Where is it?
why isn't he here? Where is everybody? Please remember for the 5th time, there's no class on Tuesday. Of course, if you miss my class so much that you want to come hang out, I could hire somebody to teach you guys in my absence. Okay. Have a great day. So, attendance form, did I send it around?
No.